You know Seyi Makinde, right?
I do.
He's the governor of Oyo State.
Absolutely.
I know you know him well.
I know Seyi Makinde. Seyi Makinde is my mentor. Seyi Makinde is a friend. Seyi Makinde is someone that I've interacted with in very close quarters.
He inspires you.
Absolutely. Let me tell you, when I took an active interest in the government of Oyo State was when Seyi Makinde came in. And in such a short period of time, the kind of changes I was seeing was not in the mold of the politics we've had before. To my mind, in the recent times, the best governor by far in Oyo State is Seyi Makinde, undoubtedly, hands down. Are you talking about education? I just mentioned AWO and the free and compulsory education that he brought, which was for which there were many beneficiaries. A mere 3,000 naira had deprived many children from going to school. Upon coming into office, he removed it. Do you know how many out-of-school children were then returned to school? Because if our people are not educated, that's when they can be instruments for destruction of their own future. That's one. Think about healthcare. I've mentioned healthcare as well. Of the 351 primary healthcare centers, over 300 renovated to international standards. Let me tell you something you might not be aware of. There was funding in the state for the construction of something in water resources. By the time this government came in, they not only finished the project, they made massive savings, tens of millions of dollars that was returned to the World Bank or whatever bank that was. And I was asking my question, really? You mean there is a government in today, in the corruption and rot we have, they'll find use for it. They would have found a variation of contract. No. Prudent spending, not for personal gratification, but for the benefit of the people. And I dare say, from my own going around town, people love this person. Well, leaving the politics aside, someone I've sat with who's had profound, heartfelt love for the people. He got a second term. And there's things he's trying to put in place. Involvement with him in government has inspired me to say, we can't sit and complain. This is someone who's a titan in energy and resources. I know that from doing work in the oil and gas sector. I used to be the Africa leader at Deloitte Risk Advisory for oil and gas. I led that for several years. Someone who's made billions of dollars in energy and resources, why would he come to sit in Oyo State where the entire resources of Oyo State over even the next 8 years is a fraction of what is made personally in government? It must be service at a certain level.
Seyi Makinde is that rich?
I would not have the detail of his current financial status. I can imagine that not focusing on his business and focusing on Oyo State will probably be at his personal detriment. I can say that authoritatively. But that was a wealthy person, by all means a multi-billionaire, who's come to then serve his people. And sitting across him all times of day and night, listening to how he's dealing with Oyo State matters, many times I've been inspired, I must say.
Does he know that you are interested in political power?
I believe that in our conversations, we've had heart-to-heart conversations about the motivations he's had about governance and about the government of Oyo State. And we had conversations around what legacy to be left and how we can support in sustaining that legacy. It's not about you as an individual. I think part of the challenges we've had before is that we build strong individuals, not strong institutions. I believe a leader is not exactly as successful if their successor is not more successful than they are. Because the point is that the leadership and visioning means you've seen your tenure and then you've also made plans for the future. we've had conversations around what his legacy is and how that's been pursued. We've had conversations around his passion to bring people of like minds into government. I'm sure from those conversations, he's aware that I'll be interested in, because I've been doing that already, serving in Oyo State. We served in Oyo State. I was the lead client service partner for Oyo State at Deloitte. I was the one that opened and presented Deloitte to Oyo State to the world at the International Business Summit in 2023. So
in London?
In London, yes. That held at the Royal Gloucester Hotel. So working with the team, with the Oyo State team and then the Deloitte team, we facilitated that, and I played a major role in that. So clearly he's aware that I'm interested and working with government and governance.
Here we go!
State Affairs with Edmond Obino is live. Stay tuned.
Yes, you just heard the voice of Biola Adeoye. Until recently, Biola led the forensic practice of Deloitte Financial Advisory in West Africa. He's a qualified first-class lawyer and a chartered accountant with a deep knowledge of business and investment. He has several years of experience in conducting dispute advisory, forensic investigations into allegation of fraud and misconduct, kickbacks, financial crime reviews, contract compliance review, procurement, and supply chain due diligence. Biola Adeoye worked as a forensic investigator, often involves analyzing financial data and transactions. He possesses a deep understanding of business operations structures, and financial practices across various industries. Biola Adeoye is my guest on State Affairs. Through your profile, one cannot help but to be excited. You graduated with first class from the Faculty of Law, University of Ibadan. You have worked as a partner at Deloitte. You're still a young man.